In this video, we will go over some of the common sounds made by the Concept 2 BikeErg and offer some solutions on how to solve them. If your BikeErg is making any sounds that we don't go over in this video, or the solutions offered don't solve your BikeErg's issue, do your best to capture a video of what you're hearing or feeling and when you're hearing and feeling it, and send it to info@concept2.com. Oftentimes, creaking sounds are related to loose assembly screws, allowing the parts of the frame to rub together. Try tightening all the assembly screws. The most important ones here are the assembly screws that hold the front and the back leg onto the middle box frame. You'll need your T27 screwdriver and your 6mm Allen key that came with your BikeErg. There are 6 screws on the rear leg and 4 screws on the front leg, as well as 4 screws holding the front leg to the front foot that all need to be very tight. You can take your 6mm Allen key and put it through the hole in the handle of your T27 driver to create additional torque when you're tightening those fasteners. Make sure the head of your T27 driver is inserted fully into the fastener when tightening. If you're feeling or hearing a knocking once per revolution of the crank, your crank arm might not be installed fully onto the axle. To fix this, we'll fully remove the crank arm from the axle and reinstall it, making sure everything is tight. Start with the right side crank arm. To remove the crank arm, we'll first take out the T27 screw that goes into the end of the axle, and then remove the 2 bolts with the 6mm Allen key that go lengthwise into the crank arm. To reinstall the crank arm, put the crank onto the axle, ensuring that it's pressed all the way on. Then install the black plastic washer and the T27 screw into the end of the axle, ensuring that that is tightened all the way down. You can use the 6mm Allen key through the end of your driver to ensure this is fully tight. Now install the 2 Allen bolts into the crank arm and alternate tightening them 3 times each to ensure they're both fully tightened. If the problem persists, go through the same procedure on the left side crank arm. If after doing both crank arms, you still have the knocking once per revolution, please contact us for further help. If your BikeErg was manufactured before December 18th of 2018, your crank might look slightly different than the one shown here. If you're having issues with the older style of crank, please contact us for help. If you're hearing or feeling a knock 4 times every 1 revolution of the crank, there are 2 fasteners you should check along the middle of the box frame. For this, you'll need your T27 driver and an 11mm wrench. An adjustable wrench can also work. The first bolt to check is about halfway up the box frame and closest to the flywheel. You'll want to tighten this slightly with the 11mm wrench on one end and your T27 driver on the other side. Tighten this bolt about half a turn and then test to see if the knocking goes away. If it doesn't, tighten it another half turn and check again. If the knocking continues after this, the next fastener to check is slightly further back on the machine and lower on the box frame. Using the same wrench and T27 driver, you'll want to loosen this about half a turn. make sure to not loosen this bolt so much that the end of the bolt is not still flush with the outer edge of the nut. If the knocking continues after tightening the one and loosening the other bolt, please contact us for further help. If you're hearing anything or feeling anything from your BikeErg that we didn't cover in this video, or if you went through these solutions and it didn't solve your problem, please reach out to us for further assistance.